Hey friends, quick introduction here. We're about to take a look at how to make a test in Google Forms, how to set that up, all the settings, and how to create the questions and the answer choices in there. I'm going to say that it's the special Sharon Wells Math Edition, but this applies to everybody, okay? It's the same thing. Even though the example we're going to use is a Sharon Wells math test, these same settings and procedures work for all of you, so enjoy. All right, what's up, math teachers, fourth grade math teachers? All
math
Sharon
teachers,
Wells
yeah.
Teachers, right?
So
we're here for a special COVID Sharon Wells edition of the EdTech Mr. Brown Show. And today we are going to talk about making an answer key for our Sharon Wells math test. So we were looking at the boy test. What does that mean again, Ms. Parker?
Beginning of the year. However, we don't have that just yet on the Sharon Wells digital access yet. We don't have it. It's not available yet. But I have the hard copy.
We got the hard copy here, and what we're going to do is we're going to make a answer document in Google Forms that we can assign in Google Classroom, so the students can submit their answers and have that graded. And we're going to set it up to grade it automatically and everything in Google Forms. Our current plan, which we know are all fluid, is that we will have a PDF copy, hopefully, of the test, which will get posted in Google Classroom. Students will make their way through the test, record their answers on scratch paper on their own there, and when they're done, go to the answer document and record all their answers on the answer document. So let's take a look at how to make one of those. We are going to start by going to Google Forms. All right, so we're going to go to Google Forms and make a new Google form to get this done here, and we can just type forms.new in the address bar up here to launch a new form. You can also go to your Google Drive and click New, More, and Forms. So we are going to make our week 1 beginning of the year assessment. I've typed the name of the form here, and I'm going to turn off these speakers so I don't have an echo behind me. All right, and if I click up here on the file name in the top left, it's going to transfer that up there automatically. It put it up there for me, so now when I click away from that, my file has a name now. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add our questions for the answer document here, and we're going to set up our settings. So these are the settings we always want to use on a Google form test answer document. All right, so we're going to start up here in the settings, and we want to go through all these tabs here. First of all, we want it to collect email addresses. We do want to send a receipt, and we always want to send it. That way they're going to get an email confirmation of when they've submitted their Google form. We always want it to restrict to users in the Princeton Independent School District. And since it's a test, we do want to make sure we limit to 1 response. We don't want them to be able to edit it, and we don't want to show summary charts and responses or anything for a test. So these are what we want our settings to look like right there. I'll pause while you get out your phone and take a picture of that. All right, let's move on. Quizzes. We're going to make this a quiz. Turn on locked mode. We don't want to mess with that right now. That's buggy and unnecessary for our situation that we're in. Release grade. Sure, we want to do that after they turn it in. They can get their grade back right away, or if for some reason you don't want to do that, you can turn that off and you can just release the grades later at your choosing. You can tell them which questions they got wrong. We probably don't want to tell them what the correct answer was, though, on a test, Miss Parker. Do we want or not want that information getting out?
After the test is over?
Yeah, when they turn it in, we don't want them to know which ones, what the right answer was, right? Do we want them to know which ones they got right and wrong? Is that okay?
I think that's
okay. And how many points they got for each one. All right, so we got those settings on there. Presentation, we don't really want to mess with this, especially for the way we're doing this when we are making an answer document only, when we got a multiple choice answer document here. We don't want the question order to shuffle because that would be disastrous. Just like that stack of papers is disastrous now. All right, so we are going to just double check this and we're going to hit save. All right, so those are our settings that we need to have in here for a Google Forms test, So let's start taking a look at our questions here. We have multiple choice questions, and I'm noticing we got A, B, C, D. So we're just going to call question, for the text of the question, we're just going to put question 1. Question 1 is going to be the text, and then the answer choices are going to be A, B, C, and D. You notice it popped up there and asked me. It was intelligent and said, hey, do you want to add all these? It was thinking ahead. Just a real quick reminder while we're here at this point. Even though I'm only typing question 1 in A, B, C, D on here into my test because I'm making an answer document, you can also type out your whole entire question 1 and your whole entire answer choices for each of your answer choices, or copy paste them from your original test document file that you have it in. You don't have to set it up the way I am. You can make a regular test the same way as well. So let's click that, and we're going to make each question required. We will always want to make sure each question is required. That way they don't accidentally hit submit and turn in their test before they're done, because then they're going to be stuck with what they turned in. Answer key. We then click answer key, and we did the math earlier. We know that these questions are worth 3 points each, so we are going to add our 3 points there. And it turns out on this test, the correct answer to every single one of them is going to be A. So we're just going to roll our way through that here. Now we have question 1 in there. We're going to hit duplicate, and you notice we have question 1 again now. The one underneath, we're going to backspace there and change it to question 2. And we'll go in here to the answer key, and I tell you what, we'll change it to something else. That way we get that practice. So question 2, we made the answer B. See, the point value is already there. The point value is already on the screen. We hit done after setting up our answer key. Point value is listed down there as well. We're going to duplicate that, and now we're making question 3, backspacing the 2, going into the answer key. This one I need to change to C, but I also need to make sure that I uncheck B, otherwise I'll have both choices on there. Done to save that. So already we've got question 1, question 2, question 3. Question 4 is where you got to write. What do you guys call that? A griddable. Thank you, Miss Parker. Math teachers for the win. All right, so we are going to go over here to the plus, and we are going to change this question to a short answer question. Again, we're going to check required. We want to make sure that we have it required always. Question 4. We're going to go into the answer key. We know we need to make it worth 3 points. And it turns out our correct answer for this question is 21.15. So we are going to hit done. And now we've got our correct answer listed here. So the students, when they look at it on their end, let's flip over and take a look at this. Okay, this is what it's going to look like from the student view. We've got our answer choices here. We'd click our answers here and we turn this in. Question number 4, 21.15. We just type in our answer there after we've worked out the math problem on the side on our graph paper or scratch paper. Hit submit. We're done with our 4-question test. Our response has been recorded. We can even view our score. And oh my gosh, we got a 12 out of 12. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so that's how you set up a Google Forms test. I mean, that's how you set up all of them. You would do the same thing if you were typing in the actual questions and answer choices. Same process as what we just did. We just made this a lot simpler and faster because we just put in the question numbers for our question and then A, B, C, D for our answer choices to make this as an answer document. That's how you're going to set that up, math teachers. Have a good day. Miss Parker, any words of wisdom?
No, just keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. I love it. You guys have a good day.